Well, welcome everyone on the call today, and thank you very much for attending our webinar on the 12 reasons having business credit is a must for every successful company. We're happy to have you with us today, and we're happy to be able to share what it is that we've been experiencing with my company, as well as how we have been helping other people be successful in starting their businesses, be successful in generating credit for their businesses, and be successful in making their companies viable for helping other people. My name is Ivan Davino. I've talked to many of you many times on the phone, as well as helping you with many different aspects of your business. I have with me here Justin Princey. He is my new business credit manager. He will be helping me help you because of the overwhelming amount of people that have come through with our business credit program in helping people achieve getting credit for their businesses. I needed his help. I was just overwhelmed. And now he is with me, and he's a good man. He's a smart man, and he is able to then help you achieve what you need to do. Justin, say hi to everyone.
Hi, my name's Justin. Glad to be here, glad to be able to help you guys out. I'm really excited about this opportunity for you guys.
Yeah, Justin is a family man. He has a family. As a matter of fact, his son just graduated high school, and he'll be planning for that. And he has also got experience in helping with customer support and sales and different things, so he's going to be a big part of my team. Well, what I wanted to do today is explain to you about getting $50,000 in business credit. The program that we have guarantees people that amount, and I'd be happy to help you guys with that. But I'm going to begin then explaining what it is that we do. So again, 12 reasons having business credit is a must for every successful company, and how not having it can be disastrous for your business. What I wanted to do is then focus on helping you guys see this. Let's see here. There we go. All right. So beginning with your business credit. Business credit is a credit in a business name that's linked to the business EIN number. This credit is a business owner. This is credit a business owner can obtain that is not linked to their Social Security number. And then when billed correctly, the Social Security number isn't even supplied on the application, meaning there is no personal credit check to obtain this kind of EIN credit. When you apply for something such as an auto loan, the lending institution pulls your personal credit using your name, address, and Social Security number. I mean, we pretty much all know that information. And then this information is sent to the consumer credit reporting agencies. They supply the lender a credit report with all information they have relating to someone with a similar name, address, and Social Security number. With this type of credit, an inquiry is then put on your consumer credit report, and your report is then used to make the lending decision. Plus, the credit you obtain will then be reported to the consumer reporting agencies. When you apply for something such as a business loan, an institution for your company will pull your business credit report using your name, address, and EIN number. This information is sent to the business credit reporting agencies, and they supply the lender a credit report with all the information they have relating to a business with a similar name, address, and EIN. Okay, it's stuck here a little bit. With this type of credit, an inquiry is then put on your business credit report, and your business report is used to make the lending decision. Plus, the credit you obtain will then be reported to the business reporting agencies. So, applying for consumer versus business credit. It's important to note that when applying for financing and credit using your business credit, you should not supply your Social Security number on the application, even though it will be requested. I've made that mistake when I first started my credit business, personal business and credit consulting. I had made the mistake in supplying my Social Security number, and then that connected me to all my credit cards, connected me to all my banking, lending, and everything. And it made it difficult for me to separate everything until I then completely did not use my Social Security number anymore for my business credit. But in the beginning of my career, the beginning of my office time, it was definitely connected. So when you do this, no personal credit can be pulled because the lender cannot pull your personal credit without your Social Security number. So this forces them to only pull your EIN credit as you supplied your EIN, not your Social Security number. And remember, an EIN is Employer Identification Number, which is free to you. You're able to get that free from the government. This means you will be approved only on the merits of your business credit report. Your personal report isn't even reviewed. So what benefits does having business credit truly provide? First of all, business credit has no impact on the business owner's personal credit, which is excellent. When done properly, business credit is obtained without the Social Security number being supplied on the application. This means there is no credit check from the business owner to get approved. This also means that anyone who has bad, even horrible personal credit can still be approved for business credit. Business credit reports to the business credit reporting agencies, not the consumer reporting agencies. So as business credit is used, it has no adverse impact on the owner's consumer credit because it's not reported to consumer agencies. So TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax, all the personal reports won't see that. It won't have any impact. This means utilizing the account even over 30% won't have any adverse impact on the personal credit scores. And we know that if you use more than 30% of your credit limit on your personal credit, it starts affecting your scores. Not the same with business credit. And there are no inquiries on the personal credit when you apply for business credit as long as you don't supply your Social Security number. So business credit has no direct affiliation to personal credit. So keep this in mind. 10% of your total consumer credit score is based on inquiries. So if you're using your personal credit to apply for business loans and credit, your scores will go down as a result of those inquiries. We know this information. Plus, those inquiries can remain on your credit for an extended period of time, affecting your ability to borrow more money. Some unsecured business lending sources won't even lend you money if you have 2 inquiries or more on your personal credit reports within 6 months. %30 of your total consumer credit score is based on utilization. So we also know that information about personal credit. So if you use your personal credit to get credit cards for your business, if you use those cards, you will lower your scores. I get calls from people all the time asking me to review their Credit Karmas or their freecreditreport.coms or anything like that. And that's exactly what we see. They start maxing out their personal credit cards, and it starts lowering their credit scores. So using more than 30% of your limit will result in a score decrease. So if your limit is $1,000 and having a balance above $300 will help lower your score. So this means 40% of your total score is damaged just by applying and using the credit you obtain using your credit scores, your consumer scores. So with true business credit, 0% of your score is affected. So business credit scoring. Business credit scores are based only on whether the business pays its bill on time. So as a result, the business owner can obtain credit much faster using their business credit profile versus their personal credit profile. So business credit scores are based on 5 factors: payment history, which is 35%, utilization, which is 30%, length of credit, which is 15%, and accumulation of new credit, which is 10%, and the credit mix is 10%. And those are the factors used for your personal credit scores. But here's how it works for a Dun & Bradstreet business paydex score. So it's based on your payment history. So it's simple. Expect payment may come early is 100 points. Payment is prompt is 80. Payment comes 14 days beyond terms is 70. Payment comes 21 days beyond terms is 60. And if you go all the way to the bottom, the payment comes in 120 days beyond terms, and you get a 20. Consumer credit scores are made up of 5 factors and take years of well-disciplined borrowing to get really good scores. Business credit scores are mostly based on payment history, so as long as you pay your bills as agreed, you will have an excellent score. And it only takes 2 to 3 reported accounts for you to establish a score, and most vendors have your account reported to the business reporting agencies in 30 to 90 days. So this means you can build a business credit profile and have an excellent credit score in a very short period of time. So anyone can then also see your reports with business credit reports. See, with consumer credit, someone has to have permissible purpose to pull your personal credit. Basically, they must have your consent to review your reports. Only certain institutions such as banks, auto dealers, mortgage brokers, and others licensed to lend money and approve for credit pulling capabilities can pull your personal credit report, your consumer report, and we know that. But with business credit, this information is made public, which means anyone who wants your business information can easily and cheaply get it. So think about some of the people who can see your reports as they wish whenever they want. So customers, clients, suppliers, and others who you might do business with, like your competitors. So anyone can see your reports. And here's some of the information they can easily see about your business. So they can see the amount of trade lines you have. They can see your business credit scores. They can see your credit limits. They can see your past payment performance. They can see the amount of employees you have. They can see the revenue that you're receiving. And much more is available to anyone who wants it. So one way that you can pull your credit reports and to see what others are seeing about your company right now is you can go to this website and you can actually see what it is that others are seeing with your company that you have now. So the question is, would you want to do business with a company with a similar profile as yours? I mean, what does your profile say about you? Are you even an established company? How will your customers, clients, even competitors think about you with this information that anyone is able to see? So keep monitoring your reports regularly to see what others can see about you. We have a special program that will email you as well, where you can see your business credit reports for free, see what everyone is showing you, as well as a copy of your personal credit reports through Experian. Now, also keep building your business credit so that you have credible image portrayed for anyone who wants to see your credit in the future, especially those who lend money or issue credit. When you put your Social Security number on a credit application, you are almost always providing a personal guarantee. So this means you are personally liable for your business debts. So if you were to default on one of these obligations, the creditor will pursue your business assets first, then they'll come after your personal assets, including your home, your cars, your stocks and bonds, your bank accounts, and any and all other assets, which is why I have been pushing and telling people, separate your personal credit from your business credit. Do not use your Social Security number on business credit applications. So don't risk it all. It's not necessary. Business owners don't expect to fail. But unfortunately, 90% actually do fail. And it makes no sense to put you and your family's financial future in jeopardy when you know going in that you have a 90% possibility of ruining it. So remember, many times the reasons a business might fail have nothing to do with you or things you can control. So even like shifts in the economy will make things a little difficult at times. I remember in 2008, here I was owning 15 different properties, all rental properties. I had 42 units, and then of course the mortgage boom came through, and it started making it difficult to maintain the properties and maintain renters because of the difficulty everybody was having with their credit. So just things can happen in the economy that you don't foresee, and it just happens. So don't risk it all if you don't have to. So now, there is no question that starting and running a business is risky. This is why most conventional banks make it hard to get a loan. So don't use a personal guarantee unless you have to. So with many business loans, you will need to. But with credit, you don't need to, as long as you build business credit, which is why I always tell people, build your business credit, make your business stand on its own 2 feet, so that way you don't have to use your personal credit at all. So the value of business credit when selling your business. See, here's another benefit, and this is another thing I've explained to people. See, anyone who has sold or bought a business will tell you of the importance of business credit. Because now that you know how easy extensive credit and financial information is to get for a company, if you were a buyer, wouldn't you get it? Wouldn't you want to buy this company from what you see on the business report? If the company is established, do they pay their bills? Do they look like a successful company? And it's so easy to get in that information on people. If you could choose from 2 companies to buy that were the same in every way except business credit, which one would you buy? The one with very limited or no credit profile, or one with credit profile that reflects good payment performance, and one with available credit. So business credit is essential in getting a good evaluation of a business. Now, we also know that business credit could be used for the lending decisions that you need. You could be rejected or approved. So when a business owner applies for financing or credit, their business credit is reviewed. So not having business credit established will get an owner declined for financing. But there is no Fair Credit Reporting Act in the business world that requires those who review your credit to notify you that they did, or that it was used in their lending decision. So they don't even have to tell you why you were rejected. So even though it's always reviewed, most business owners have no idea that it is. I have had so many calls from people who don't have business credit, who are calling me and asking me to help them with their personal credit so that they can get approved for business loans. And I keep explaining to everybody, that's not the way to do it. The way to do it is always have good personal credit. That's necessary, but the best aspect is to have business credit so that they can use that to build and get their own credit cards all in the company name regardless of their personal credit. Another thing is you get more borrowing ability. See, another benefit of business credit is that it more than doubles borrowing ability. You already have consumer credit. Now you can have a whole other credit profile with business credit also. This means it's the only way to get multiple staple cards, Office Depot cards, Lowe cards, Walmart, Target, and so on. In most cases, you can have the personal credit using those same cards, or you can have your business credit. When you have access to more store and cash credit cards, you also have access to a lot more usable money. Now, plus SBA business credit limits are also 10 to 100 times that of consumer credit limits. I have seen people who get approved for Visa cards or MasterCards or lines of credit using their personal credit, and they get small limits, anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000, maybe $6,000. But the other day, not too long ago, I saw a lady get approved for a Bank of America credit card for a $13,000 credit limit. Obtaining business credit radically increases your available credit as a result. An average Staples credit card limit on the consumer side might be $3,000, but in the business world, it can get closer to $30,000. And businesses have a higher need, and they have a need for higher limits that they can get and use for business credit. This is another reason it's very hard to scale a business using personal credit only. Your personal credit will limit you in the amount of credit limit you can have. All right, another benefit is business credit, you can build that pretty fast. Business credit can be obtained very fast. You can get approved for an initial vendor credit to help your business grow within 1 week. That credit will typically report within 30 to 90 days. Once reported, you will then have reported trade lines, which in turn give you an established business credit profile and score. And once your profile is established in 90 days or less, you can then start getting real, usable, revolving store credit cards. Within 120 to 180 days, you can then get real cash credits such as Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and American Express credit you can use anywhere. So basically, you can then get vendor credit within a week, and you can get up to 3 to 5 different vendor credit accounts. Now, they'll give you small credit limits, usually between $200 to $300. Within a month, you're going to start building up your business credit reports. Within 2 months, you will start building up your business credit scores. And remember what we saw earlier, as soon as you start paying your bill on time and you pay it quickly, which is what I tell everyone to do, you can have an 80 paydex score within 3 months. You then start getting pre-approval credit card offers in the mail anywhere between 4 to 5 months. So in less than 5 months, you could have different major credit cards all in the company name, regardless of your personal credit. Business credit is perfect for startups. You don't have to have a seasoned company in order for this to work, because most conventional and private lenders won't lend to companies without financials who have been open 2 years or more. You go to your local bank and they'll make it hard for you. The most popular cash flow type of financing requires 1 year in business and steady revenue. Most consumer credit card approvals are based on personal income. But with business credit, even the startup can get loads of new credit without any of these items. Business credit is perfect for businesses who don't have or want to show financials. So I have many clients who I've talked to who are, not trying to give the government as much of the taxes as the government would want. And so they have a lot of deductions that they use for their business, which doesn't make it look like they're making a lot of money, which of course then supplies their or lowers their ability for borrowing power. I have, and through our programs, we have many lenders who will borrow people money, lend people money, or fund people financing without using any documentation, which is necessary, especially if you want to save some money. So let's face it, we write off all expenses in a business as we can. This leaves a smaller net profit, which is what most lenders and investors look at most. So business credit doesn't look at financials or bank statements. We can supply bank statements because that can also help us, but it's not always necessary. And a business, even with no cash flow, can be approved for high limit cards, helping them grow their cash flow. So tax returns aren't looked at either. So even if the business shows a loss, they can still be approved. Most business lending requires collateral. This is because most businesses fail and the risk of repayment of lent money is very high. This is why most conventional lenders make it so hard to get money. They aren't set up for this type of risk. This is also why the SBA requires all business assets and even personal assets to be used as collateral. So business credit is one of the only ways to get money without providing collateral to offset the risk. 90% of the general population knows nothing about business credit. So now that you do, you have a huge competitive advantage. It's much easier to grow a business with access to credit. You can test advertising easier and make some mistakes without risking it all. And you can do this without putting your personal finances in jeopardy. So here's some successes in the real world. Every highly successful business in this country has business credit. And most of these companies use their business credit to get as big as they are today. Take a look at how many Experian trade lines some of the U.S.'s top companies have now. So I'll just give you some examples. Look at Facebook. They have up to 40 different trade lines. They have good credit scores. They have a profile. Here's Microsoft. They have 131 trade lines. Apple has 138 trade lines. How do we know this? Remember, this information is available to you for free. Walmart has 513 different trade lines. So contrary to what many believe, business credit is not only for big companies. So any company can build business credit. Big companies are typically the ones who enjoy the benefits of business credit the most because they have CFOs who know how to obtain and use business credit, where most small businesses don't. Your small business relies on you, so it's important for you to become aware of the benefits that you have, the same as those large companies. But you absolutely can get your hands on the exact same credit these larger companies have if you know the formula on how to obtain it. It's okay not to have business credit because you don't know about it. Actually, it's not okay. But once you do know about it, your steps must be taken to build a company's credit profile. So just like a consumer with bad credit often doesn't rebuild their credit as they should, and they just get by until they eventually need a home or a car. That's when they start calling me to help them with their personal credit. See, let me tell you something. A lot of people believe that life happens to them, and I believe that life happens through them. So it's up to you to create the change that you need to be successful. So no business can succeed long-term without building their credit. Plus, it's much easier to grow with credit than without it. I have up to 4 different companies, and each one of my companies has built up their own business credit profile. The business credit building process is outlined, all right? All right, so to get approved for vendor credit, so a business credit report can be started much the same as a consumer report commonly is with small credit cards. The business can be approved for small credit cards to help them build an initial credit profile. These types of initial cards in the business world are commonly referred to as vendor credit. So getting approved for vendor credit, usually it's net 30 terms are common with most vendor credit sources, meaning you got to pay your bill within 30 days. They don't necessarily give you a due date. As soon as you get your statement, that's when you're supposed to pay it. This means they will give you credit on net 30 terms, giving you 30 days to pay the bill you owe in its entirety. Some companies will require you buy their products while others won't. So in other words, some companies require that you spend some money with them in order for them to spend the money it costs them to report it to the credit bureaus. They won't report it if you haven't bought some of their products. Some companies will have you pay for your first couple of orders, others won't. And some companies report your credit very quickly, and it reports quickly, some don't. I've seen some companies where they report quarterly instead of monthly. Look out for all of these things when applying with vendors. So you should be asking vendors about that information. Some of the most popular vendor sources are Uline, Laughlin & Associates, Quill Office Supplies, Reliable Office Supplies. You will need a total of 5 payment experiences reported to start getting revolving store credit. So in other words, you need at least 5 trade lines reporting on your business credit reports for you to then start qualifying for business credit cards. But I've seen it where if people have at least 3 trade lines showing up on their credit report and they have at least 4 months of payment history, then they all of a sudden start getting approved for revolving store credit. Don't apply for store credit with no payment experience, no score, no profile, or you will get denied. So getting approved for revolving credit, as most major retailers do offer revolving business credit. So to get approved, they will want to see that you have established payment experiences, an established credit profile with at least 1, preferably 2 reporting agencies. They want to see positive credit scores with the reporting agencies that your credit is being reported. They want to see some starter revolving accounts included. They want to see accounts like, maybe a Radio Shack or a Lowe's, a Home Depot, Staples, Office Depot. Those are some starter revolving accounts. Most major stores do offer business credit even though they don't promote it like they do. When you walk into Target, you don't see tables telling you to do business credit. Get a business credit account and get 20% off. They don't give you that information, but they actually have those kind of programs available. So once you have followed the steps outlined here, you can start getting credit with these major retailers. So BP, for example, for you truck drivers who could use the benefit, for you people who are hauling freight and stuff like that, a BP card would be excellent for your company. Chevron, how about a Walmart card? Target. These stores do offer business credit. Amazon.com, Best Buy, Nordstrom's, Sam's Club, Costco, and lots more. All of these companies listed here are companies that offer business credit. Once you have a total of 10 payment experiences, you can then start getting approved for cash credit sources. That's what we're all actually seeking. It's also recommended that you have at least 1 account with a $10,000 high credit limit, so your cash limits are as high as possible. And remember what I told you before, business credit approvals are always much higher than personal credit approvals. Your $1,000 credit approval with Amazon could be a $30,000 approval for your business. You can even contact us if you do have personal credit, or you do have good personal credit, or you have a partner or somebody who has good credit scores and who does get unsecured credit, in which approvals are based on personal credit, but report to businesses to help expedite your time frame to get to cash credit. So in other words, if you have someone or you know someone who has good personal credit scores, at least a 680 or more, has very limited inquiries in the last 6 months, has no negative credit in the last 12 months, and they're not maxed out on their credit cards, we can help you get lines of credit in as fast as 2 weeks. All right, I'm going to have you guys watch a video explaining my business credit building program detailed. The person who is speaking, his name is Ty Crandall. He's the president of our company, and he will then show you exactly what it is and how our program works on helping you build credit through our online building program. Watch the video here quickly. After the 14 minutes, we'll get back to you and explain to you and show you what special bonuses, what special pricing we have for our program.
The Finance Suite is the most comprehensive financial solution available in the world today. It's actually the only solution that helps you build business credit for your EIN number that's not linked to your personal Social Security number, as well as obtaining all types of financing through business loans and credit lines through over 1,000 lenders and every legitimate funding program all in one place. The Finance Suite makes it easy to build business credit through our 7-step business credit builder. This system is designed to take years of business credit building and condense it down to only months. And it gets started right here in step 1 with business credibility. More than likely, you've applied for a credit card before and received an automated immediate approval. This is because lenders and credit issuers have a secret set of standards that you must meet to get approved. If you meet those standards, you can receive these automated immediate approvals, but if you don't meet those standards, you'll end up getting denied. Well, in step 1, we're just decoding these secret set of standards that lenders and credit issuers have so you can meet their criteria before you even apply. So every aspect of your business we cover in step 1 to make sure it meets these standards, so again, you'll know you meet the qualification requirements before you even fill out the credit or loan application. So if you already have an existing business, then it's easy to navigate through step 1 by simply clicking yes to things like that you have a business name, entering your business name, clicking save and continue to the next step. But if you don't already have your business established, the Finance Suite makes it very simple for you to go through and set up every aspect of your business to meet these legitimacy standards that lenders and credit issuers have. For example, you're able to access Secretary of State records to see if the business entity that you like is available. You're able to come in and access high-risk industries where underwriters may automatically decline you just because of the SIC of the industry code you choose or the business name that you select. You're also able to come in and watch short videos with tips, tactics, and tools that will help you along the way at every step as you navigate through the Finance Suite. Now, the Finance Suite is mobile-friendly, so on any mobile device you can use the Finance Suite, and it's also available in English and Spanish by simply selecting the proper language option on the bottom of each page. So as you navigate through step 1, we're helping you set up your business name to meet lendability standards. We're helping you come in and set up your business address, your entity, to make sure that you meet lenders and credit issuers requirements. So for example, certain addresses such as P.O. Box addresses or UPS addresses can get you automatically declined. If you don't have a phone number set up or a fax number, if your phone number is not listed with 411, you can get denied. But you can't go to 411.com to just list your own number. It usually is picked up organically by Google in time. But through our Finance Suite, you can simply select that yes, you'd like to have your number listed with 411, and we pay the $360 a year to make sure that it gets done for you. This, again, takes what could take you months or years to accomplish and condenses it down into only years. We help you pick the right entity to separate personal and business liability, help you set up your website, email, to meet credibility standards that lenders and credit issuers have. Get your EIN number, your any licenses that you need, set up your bank account, get bank records. Every question that you'll be asked by lenders and credit issuers, we're making sure that you meet the criteria that they have so you can move forward and know that you have the confidence to meet the requirements to get approved. Once we set up your business credibly, we move on to step 2, where we help you get set up with all 3 of the major business credit reporting agencies. With Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian, you can actually have credit reports populated before you may even know them. As a matter of fact, Experian and Equifax will populate credit reports for your business. Even if you have no credit, it will automatically give you a failing score because you don't have any credit. So the first thing we need to do is check and make sure that Experian, Equifax, and Dun & Bradstreet have or don't have information about your business and what information they do have. In one click, you're able to access the reporting agencies to enter your business information and see what information they know about your business now. You're also able to come in and get set up with Dun & Bradstreet, including getting your DUNS number. If you speak to Dun & Bradstreet on the phone, you'll know that that can cost you thousands of dollars to set up your business, activate your credit profile, and get your DUNS number. But right here in step 2, we're helping you get your DUNS number, helping you get set up with all reporting agencies, including Dun & Bradstreet, and you'll also be activating your credit profile in the next step. Speaking of the next step, once you've got set up with Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian, the next step is to start building real business credit. This is done through accounts called vendor accounts. And vendor accounts are accounts that will report to the business credit reporting agencies, but accounts that will approve you for credit even if you have no prior credit reporting now. For every source, we list where the source actually reports, a description of the products and services that the source provides, and the actual underwriting requirements to get approved. By having relationships with the underwriters, all of these sources, we help take years of business credit building and condense it to only months by only exposing you to the sources that you can get approved for in each step along the way. We even gray out sources you can't qualify for and make them in orange if you can qualify to give you one more indicator that you'll meet the requirements before you apply. Once you've started to obtain vendor accounts, gotten approved, used the account and paid the bill, they're going to start to report on your business credit reports. So the next step in the process is to get you set up to actually access your business credit reports so you can see your new accounts reported. Once these accounts report, that'll give you an established credit profile, established credit score, and that'll be the foundation to moving to revolving credit and the future steps that you'll soon see. So through step 4, you're able to set up credit monitoring with Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian direct from their websites. Now, typically, Experian and Dun & Bradstreet will charge you $200 to $210 a month just to set up your credit monitoring. But through the Finance Suite, through either the credit monitoring section or through the credit report dashboard, you're able to get credit reports for only $24 through our NAV integration. This integration gives you all the information you'll need for Dun & Bradstreet and Experian, including your Paydex score with Dun & Bradstreet, your Intella score with Experian, and all the summary data of your business, your payments, any public record information. It'll even give you detailed breakdowns of all the accounts you have reporting, your payment history, public records, and you can even set up alerts on your profiles as well. The same with Experian. You'll be able to monitor your scores, the summary and overview information about your business, as well as accessing all of your account data showing all of your payment history. And again, instead of spending $200 a month or more to do so, you can do so for only $24 a month. This saves you 90% on credit monitoring for over $2,200 a year. Once the accounts that you've obtained start to report on your business credit reports and you've made sure that there's no inaccurate information on your reports, you're able to move to the next step. Now, if you do find inaccurate information on your credit reports, then in step 4, we make it very simple for you to come in and dispute that information with all 3 of the reporting agencies. Now, you're not alone in this process. Our certified business advisors help you through every step of the process in building business credit. These advisors have worked sometimes with over 10,000 businesses, helping them establish and set up business credit. So they will hold your hand and help you along the way, not just available by you calling, emailing, or typing help or chat here on the bottom to speak with them, but also by proactively reaching out to you to help coach you through the process. Again, this is just one more way the Finance Suite helps take years of business credit building and condense it down into only months. Once accounts start to report on your business credit reports, now it's time to start getting you approved for revolving credit. This is credit with most major retailers that you can get, again, without a personal credit check and without a personal credit or without a personal guarantee. Whether it's gas stations, whether it's safety companies, whether it's grocery stores, Amazon, places like Staples, Lowe's, Macy's, they're all available for your Finance Suite. And again, every source will tell you and list where the source reports to, and will give you the actual underwriting requirements so you'll know you can meet those requirements before you even apply. This information, again, is one more way that we condense the business credit building process to help you get high-limit accounts of $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 very quickly through the Finance Suite. So as you navigate through the steps, you'll be able to obtain more and more credit the more accounts that you get that report on your business credit reports. And again, you'll be able to qualify for all these accounts without a personal guarantee, without a personal credit check, and the requirements to do so is listed with each and every source. Whether it be Walmart or Amazon, or whether it be Lowe's, BP, Chevron, Sunoco, or Conoco, all of these sources, whether it be Sam's Club, Costco, are all available through your Finance Suite. Most major retailers offer business credit, and the Finance Suite makes it easy to obtain this financing, even including auto vehicle financing, even cash credit cards, including Visa cards and MasterCards that you can use anywhere. And again, all of this credit is available without a personal guarantee and without a personal credit check. So all the major sources that will give you this type of business credit are all available in the Finance Suite and all available by learning more. You can even click and apply right from the Finance Suite itself. As you're building business credit, you're probably also going to want to access all the financing that you can get approved for as well. This includes loans and credit lines from conventional banks such as SBA loans to alternative lenders, even private investors. And the Finance Suite takes us over 1,000 lending sources, and every legitimate funding program puts it in one place and gives you access to a whole team of people, including finance processors and finance officers, that will help you understand each product, develop a finance blueprint of all the funding you can qualify for now, and we'll go through and help you with every aspect of getting the loan, even working with the lenders to finance source directly, all the way through the process of the money being in your bank account. We even use the volume of funding that we do to get you discounts on the financing, to get you better terms than you're even able to get on your own. The Finance Suite has a lot of different funding available to you based on your business strengths. So if your business strength is that you have maybe good personal credit, well, then you're able to come in and get up to $150,000 in unsecured credit lines, even as a startup that don't have any revenue or collateral qualifications. These credit lines provide 0% interest rates for 6 to 18 months. They report to the business credit reporting agencies, helping you build business credit at the same time. You can use your personal credit or that of a guarantor to actually get approved, and you can actually take the cash out on these credit cards, giving you the benefit of 0% and being able to take the cash out. If your strength is that you have something like consistent revenue, well, then you can qualify for financing such as revenue financing. And with revenue financing, you can get approved regardless of personal credit quality and regardless of whether or not you do or don't have cash flow. As a matter of fact, you can even receive your funding in 72 hours or less. Maybe your strength is that you have something like collateral, such as account receivables, 401ks, purchase orders, securities such as IRAs, stocks, or bonds. Maybe you want to buy equipment or already have equipment. Maybe you're looking to buy inventory or already have inventory. This kind of a financing where you have collateral or asset is available to you regardless of personal credit quality and regardless of personal or business revenue. That gives you more options to get financing with rates as low as 1%, 2%, and in most cases, this kind of asset-based financing is available with rates of 5% or less. As you continue to grow your business, your financing options grow as well, even getting you access to private equity financing through private investors, getting you access to financing through other alternative lenders. So, for example, if you have two forms of strengths, such as having tax returns that show profits and good credit, that opens up options like term loans, longer-term loans, and lines of credit for you. You have the ability to actually come in and access SBA loans if you have cash flow credit and collateral. And there's all kinds of new age financing in here as well, including artificial intelligence-driven funding products that help you get immediate approvals, some of which will give you access to things like credit lines without even having a credit check. So as you can see, the Finance Suite really is the most comprehensive financial solution in the world today. It combines the ability of helping you build business credit through EIN that's not linked to your personal Social Security number, of which will help you get the best terms on loans and credit lines, get approved for the most amount of money, and the difference between getting approved or getting denied. Business credit also helps you obtain high limit accounts of $10, $20, $30, or $50,000 very quickly, whether you can or can't qualify for financing. If you can't qualify for financing, the Finance Suite gives you access to every legitimate funding program in one place, helping you qualify for even more money and helping you get it at the best terms. And your finance team will develop that finance blueprint to help you qualify for all the money you can get now and lay out a plan for you to get even more money in the future as well. Plus, the Finance Suite has extra added benefits, including business valuation. If you've ever wondered how much your business is worth, you can find out at no cost through our integration directly through BizEquity. By entering basic information, including your financial data, into the Finance Suite, you can actually see in real time exactly how much your business is worth. And as this information changes through time, you can simply come in, enter new information, and the estimate of what your business is worth will change at any time. This way, you can keep an eye on the growth and value of your business as you continue to take the capital you're getting from the Finance Suite and using it to build your business credit, using it to obtain financing, and using to attain and grow the actual business. The Finance Suite is the most comprehensive financial solution available in the world today, helping you build business credit for your EIN that's not linked to your personal Social Security number, helping you access all types of legitimate business funding in one place, even helping you keep an eye on the value of your business as it continues to grow. Talk to us today to learn more about how this solution can help you quickly and easily obtain capital for your business, even if you can't qualify for conventional bank loans, and especially if you want to get the best rates and terms on the financing that you do get from banks, as well as building your business credit easily, step by step, through our Finance Suite and Business Credit Builder. The Finance Suite is the most comprehensive.
Well, that was our program. That's our business credit program that we have available for you. I've talked to many of you in the past about my business credit program, but I've never directly shown you a video or shown you the actual program and how it works. So keep in mind, what our program will do is, one, help you to set up your business so that you are then able to obtain credit from different lenders. So it'll help you obtain an EIN number. It'll help you obtain a DUNS number. It'll help you proceed further in the prospect and aspect of your business. The second thing it'll help you do is that we have numerous different companies that will give you credit immediately. They will give you small credit limits, which will help you build the credit for your business much faster than having to try to find and search on your own. We actually already have the companies that will report to the business credit reporting agencies. Most vendor credit do not report to your business credit reports. Once we have that established with you, then you can monitor how many different trade lines you have, and we have companies that will then show you what you qualify for in terms of business credit accounts. So we already have it all set up. Once you have your trade lines, then we'll tell you, okay, this is the next phase you're going into, and this is who you can start applying for credit instead of having to search for it all on your own. You actually have guidance. You'll have Justin, who will also help you through your business credit building process. He will help you through the system whenever you have questions, along with the business credit coaches that we have. Sometimes they're not as available, and sometimes they don't understand the questions like you would really want them directly answered, and Justin would be available to help you with all of that, including financing. With our finance suite, keep in mind, if your credit scores are where they need to be, we can help you get funding in as little as 1 week in terms of high credit limit, lines of credit, or financing for your business. Now, one thing I want to offer you now is we are offering you a killer offer. We have it for the next 72 hours, a special pricing for the people who are listening to this video and this program. What I wanted to offer you is on here. For the next 72 hours, starting today, from our 1 p.m. time zone, Central Time, for all 3 services. So we are offering you a killer offer of 3 services for the value of the entire business credit building program. The whole entire business credit building program has a value of $2,500. Now, for $24.97, that is our special offer. You will get all of these services. You will get 1, the business credit building program. 2, we can help you then create an LLC and the state fees of your particular state that you're in. That is $150 value plus your state fees, whatever those might be. And for the third thing, we'll also help you to clean up your personal credit. A lot of people who have used my services in the past, a lot of people who are wanting to start business credit may have the issue of having their personal credit be problematic or not being able to acquire personal credit. We'll help you clean that up. Our identity theft cleanup process, which is a value of $750, will be included in the killer offer of $24.97. That means we will help you clean up your credit. The process usually takes about 90 days from start to finish. We get between 90 and 95% of the items cleaned up and deleted from your credit, and we're able to delete negative accounts, collections, and inquiries. And that is included in our special killer offer of $24.97. Plus, if you do this within the next 72 hours, I will be including 2 additional services for free. A trade line to add to your personal credit. So after we're done cleaning up your personal credit report, after we're done helping you get that organized, we'll add a trade line with at least a $5,500 credit limit that has been opened over a year to go on your credit report. We're talking another value of $450 included in the pricing of $24.97. Now, some of you have learned. Some of you are part of my program already. Some of you have been seeing my notifications on my Think and Grow Rich course. This is a course that enables you, helps you to start thinking about how to grow your business, how to start thinking and then growing in riches, okay? Riches including your relationships, riches including your income, riches including your career, and riches including your health. How to Think and Grow Rich program. We're talking a value of $199. That's an 8-week course, yours included for free in the special killer offer of $24.97. But keep in mind, this killer offer is only available for 72 hours. After 72 hours, you will lose the 2 additional bonuses. The pricing for our programs will change, so it is important for you to take advantage of this now. Justin will be available to answer your questions, to answer your calls. You will be able to contact him and then ask him all the questions of what it is that we're talking about. It is a 72-hour offer for $24.97. The forms of payment we take are through Zelle Pay, which we would then supply you the email address used to pay with Zelle Pay, or through PayPal. If you do use PayPal, it would have an additional 3% processing fee. We can either send you a PayPal payment request, or we can send you an invoice, and then you could make your payment. But keep in mind, this offer is only available to you for $24.97. After the 72 hours, the program pricing does change. The business credit program itself is $2,500. The identity theft process is $750. The LLC creation plus your state fees, for example, in Illinois, it's $150 to create the LLC plus $155 for your state fees. Then included is the trade line. The trade line that we're offering you has a $450 value, as well as my Think and Grow Rich course, which has a $200 value. All of that will be taken away. You will be able to get the business credit profile, the business credit building program, for a pricing of $2,500. So for 72 hours, you should take advantage of $24.97 for all 5 of those available programs to you. Again, thank you for listening today. I appreciate you being on this line. If you have any further questions, please contact contact Justin here. I just missed that screen. Hold on one second. Please contact Justin Printy. Our company is called Personal and Business Credit Consulting. Our phone number is 800-975-6056, extension 705. Please leave him a voicemail. You can also text them at that phone number. You can send them an email at justin@creditguy911.com. You have my websites, which is www.creditguy911.com, as well as businesscredit911.com. Thank you again for staying on the line with us. If you have any questions, get a hold of Justin. Thanks again.